Hi, so when you open the POS and you can see the point of sale type, what is important to look is who is connected. So what is the user? You can see here that I am connected to the training of Baldi, that is the center, that is the code that you give to the center. So I am at the database training for the center Baldi, and that is also very important. That is something that we could ask you a couple of times. Is the version of the POS. So for each modulus you will have that. So you see that it's version 469 14 784. The 784 is the version of the database. The 14 is the build, the 69 is the subversion, and that is the high version. You have the date, the current date, and the current time. So from there, if I select one, let us say guest services, and you wanted to sell a seasonal pass to somebody that is already existing. So if I say client, for example, I can make a lookup. If you look by name first, that is your habit, you can stay like that. But if you look, for example, mainly by a phone number, if you hold the control and double click on the phone, then if you go out and you go back, he will automatically go to the phone. So my habit currently in a demo is to use the last name. So I will double click on the last name. So I can go out and then I can say client lookup, and I can say that I'm looking for somebody that begins with HUY. So I can say a lookup, he didn't find, let us say with H. Okay, I have a couple. Let us say I wanted to take I wanted to sell to this one. So from here I can click on the plus and you can see if he has already services, so a contract, seasonal pass or not. You can also see what is in the future. If you can pre-sale things, so you can see even in the future. So if I double click on that person, then it is here, and from here I can click on that question mark, and then I can say new membership or new season pass, and from here I need to have a float. So to make the float, the easiest way to do here, I will get probably an error message. I remember that that is an issue that we have when it's not existing. So you need absolutely to create the float before you can make a sale. So I thought we have shown you how to all the so that is what I was thinking. So I will close my point of sale by the task, and now I will reopen it. So I will open the guest services, and then what I will do, I will go to the other, and what you need to do, the configuration is the printer configuration, and you see here I don't have anything. Perhaps on your PC you have it done. So I will use the print to PDF. For the receipt I will use the thermal printer. For the plastic card I don't have. Here it will be the thermal printer too. The normal it will be PDF. I don't have another printer. For the bar items I will put the Tissot also, and I will say validate. I will go out from here and then I will do a setup, and here I will give my password because I need to be an admin. So I say define a till, and I will say new, and I will say it's the number 1, and it's the morning cash, and I will say save, and I will select. Of course, if you wanted to use one cash drawer for each employee, you have to tell us, and we will change the parameter in the parameter so that you will not have to use till, but you will have to each employee will have his own till. So when that is done, now I can try again. I make a lookup, I say age, and then I can say Ali, and now the question mark, and I say I wanted to make a new membership. So my invoice will go to the morning cash, and then here I can look up the service. I can look for wizard or free selection. The first time you will have to say that you wanted to look up season pass. So I will sort it by price, for example, here, and I will say I will sell this adult one, and I say okay. So it's coming up, and when it's coming up, you have the starting date, you have the service ends that is defined by the season, and then that are default. You can make a discount for one item, or you can make a discount for all the items. It could be percentage, or it can be in dollar. You can also modify the price. If I say it's not 519, but it will be 510, I can say that my 510 is plus tax or no tax. I say okay. So I can give a reason that I have changed so it's a test LH. I say save. Now it's 510 plus the taxes. I say next. And now I can say that it's more than one payment, but currently it's one payment. And if you have that message, that is what I explained in my previous video already. You have to say currently, but we have just we are building a new version that you will not have that message anymore. But currently you have to say in the back office that the membership, that the seasonal pass is tax included, but it comes at the same. You have nothing to say to your people, it's just the configuration. So here, if I now go and take that one, that is this one, I know that it's 419. The taxes, I think it's 5%. No, it's more than that, I think. I don't remember. I will look at the accounting. It's GST. But just for example, I will say here that the price is 581, and that in the accounting I will say that the price is GST included. I say save. Now I can leave the back office and go back to my POS. I still have the Corby. I will do my question mark. I say new seasonal pass, what we did just before. I take my selection, but you see that there is some configuration that you have to do before you can use it. So I take my pass that I just changed, and so I have now my pass, and I will say next, and here I will have my payment. I say next, and then here I will say how it's paid. So if it is paid, for example, on the web, we say that you could use prepaid, so there is no form. It's just here you say prepaid. That one means that it's paid on the web. You say add, but we could add here more than that if you want. Just tell us which one you wanted to have and we will add them. You can also say I don't want to have the Vantive or other, no, the other one needs to stay there. So I can say, you can say where you wanted to print the first invoice. So I will say on the screen, and I will say in the invoice format. I can send it by email, so I can say done. And then currently it's configured to make a contract, and then to make the invoice. We could change that to not make a contract but make a waiver, and that will be another video where I can show you how you can define the waiver and how you can define how the waiver will work. So that is the current contract, that is by default. And then you will have the invoice, of course, that you can print if everything is set up. And then the seasonal pass, you can here, if the coder is working, you could print immediately from here, but now we cannot because the coder is not working. So you cannot print the seasonal pass, but everything is now down. If I go to the question mark, you will see that that person has now a seasonal pass that is adult, and it starts on December 8th. So that is basically how you can sell a seasonal pass, basically with the standard configuration to a member that is already existing. And so we can have a couple of changes. You have to tell us what you want to have on your side, and then we will make the videos that will change the parameters and will answer to your needs.